Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Silvira Chandra. You can call me Silvira. I'm from Blitar. I'm a student at Diponegoro University Tax Administration Study Program. It's glad to be here today. Okay, what do you know about parking? Did you know that parking has tax? Parking is a state of immobility of a vehicle that is temporary because left by the driver. Okay, my topic today is parking tax. I have divided my presentation into 4 parts. The first point is definition of parking tax. The second point is parking tax explanation. And the third is how to calculate tax. And the last is payment of tax. Alright, let's look at my PowerPoint on the right side. First of all, I will discuss about the definition of parking tax. In accordance with the definition of parking that I explained in the beginning, parking tax were on the operation of off-street parking lot, but thus provide in connection with the principle of the business and thus provide as a business, including the provision of motorized vehicle storage. Okay, let's move on to parking tax explanation. Here I divide into 5 parts, namely subject, object, taxpayer, tax base, and the last is tax rate. The first is parking tax object. Parking tax object is the operation of a parking space outside the road body, whether provide in connection with the business principle or provide as a business, including the provision of motorized vehicle storage. This means that the parking tax is imposed in parking activities provide for business and provide to complement business activities. And then, the subject of parking tax is private person or business entity who is parking a motorized vehicle. This means that the subject of parking tax is the person who carries out parking activities can be either an individual or business entity. After that, the taxpayer. The taxpayer here is almost the same as the subject of parking tax, that is the person or entity that organizes a parking space. And the next point is tax base. The basis for the imposition of a parking tax is a number of payment or that shall be paid the parking lot organizer. Number second, the amount to be paid as referred to in number 1 include a discount on parking and free parking provided to the receipt of parking service. So, tax base will be used as a basis for calculating the tax to be paid by multiplying the tax base with the tax rate that has been set. And last, what is the tax rate applied to the parking tax? Which is 20% of the tax base. The next point is how to calculate the parking tax. Based on the principle of the parking tax payable is calculated by multiplying the 20% tax rate on the tax base. That is the amount of payment or that must be paid to the parking lot organizer. Okay, this brings me to end of my presentation. The last point is payment of tax. First, the taxpayer must pay SPTPD and fill it completely and correctly. SPTPD is a local tax return. Second, every month must pay tax no later than the 10. If you are late in paying, the sanction provided in the form of an additional interest of 2% for each month. This is the end of my presentation. Any question? Okay, if there are no questions before it ends, let me summarize my presentation. The parking tax is imposed on parking activities but for business activities or as a complement to business activities. The parking tax rate is 20% and is paid a maximum of the 10. Penalty for late fees are 2% interest each month. And for your information, parking tax is a source of regional finance. Hopefully a little my presentation can add to your knowledge of parking tax. Don't forget to ask for a ticket when paying for parking because it affects the calculation of parking tax. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This presentation was made as a midterm exam in English Communication Practicum that was taught by Miss Tasia. Thank you for watching my presentation. Have a good day.